So we're going to look at a basic walking exercise in order to connect and link the walking, the lower body to the upper body through the breathing and energy channels. So to start with, when we're doing this exercise, we push down from the solar plexus, which is the heart center, located roughly in the region of the diaphragm. We push down through the ground, through the intestines, and distend the abdomen slightly. There's a sense of distension of the abdomen, so that we're at once expanding the Hara Centre, which is the abdomen. We're expanding it to maximize the energy source, and we're sinking it down and pushing it towards the hips, linking the legs through the hips to the body. So we focus on the out breath. Each time we breathe out, there's this pushing down, sinking of the abdomen, of the chi, the sea of chi, which is in the lower abdominal region, and a spreading of the energy. At the same time, there's a lifting of the upper body. So there's a rooting of the lower body and a lifting of the upper body. This links heaven to earth. Earth being the Hara Centre, heaven being the solar plexus and upwards. So throughout this, we remember these points to push down the intestines this way, and we lift slightly the body to maintain this ease of movement and this flow. We just take half steps. Whether that's back or forwards. We can even do it from the standing position. Whether we're just standing like this, feeling the breathing, sinking down, pushing down. Raising at the chest. So another point to consider is that we've looked at the abdomen, the front aspect of the body. Now with the spine, the tailbone sits a little bit like this, curls slightly. So we want to tilt that forwards and up slightly. This lengthens the spine as well as sinking the entire body down with the Hara Centre abdomen. So we push through the centre of the Hara, the intestines down, and the tailbone almost tries to look up. So as immediately as you pull together these two considerations, pushing of the abdomen down, distension of the abdomen, and forward tilt or pivot of the hips and tailbone, you'll feel a lot of energy in the Hara Centre and a connection of the upper to lower body. So we can do this just walking around, pushing forwards with the hips so that they distend forwards. And you'll feel an intense flow of energy throughout the whole body, just doing this one exercise. So this is linking the intestines and the abs, the spine, the lower body, the upper body. Finally, if we want to adapt this is adapted from a style of Zen walking. Now, strictly speaking, in the Zen system, they really thrust the hips forwards like that in a more exaggerated fashion. performing the same exercise, and they just walk around like this. So without going into that specifically, that's a useful exercise too. We'll just look at applying the principle to elsewhere. In the martial arts stance, obviously, there's the same principles in action. We have to push down the intestines, the abs come out slightly. There's a distension of the abdomen, and there's a tucking of the pelvis, which lifts the centre of gravity whilst remaining rooted. So in the same fashion, there's this distension, pushing out of the Hara Centre, the intestines, pushing out and down, and the tailbone tries to look up by tilting. So instead of just walking forwards, we now apply this to the stance, which is slightly more side-on, basic martial arts stance, and you'll feel very connected using this method and applying it to the martial arts stance. So if we were just to walk, it would look like that. We'd just be going forwards. You can see it's easily adapted to this, a more side-on approach. If I turn this way, in the same way as the walking exercise, the hips are pushed forwards as we walk in a straight line. It's the same thing using the martial arts stance, which readies the hips and whole body in order to mobilize for the martial arts stance. So from here, instead of just walking in a line, we can really just move anywhere. And so long as we apply this principle of pushing the intestines and abs down and forwards, tucking the tailbone, pivoting it slightly, tilting it forwards, we've got a connection throughout. We can really feel that contraction of the abs, lengthening of the spine, to give us mobility, strength and power in martial arts. So I'll just apply this. As you can see, it's a bit slippery out here, so that does allow me to maintain balance even if I slip very slightly. So this is an excellent method for staying grounded under pressure, and also developing power and stability in the waist. So finally, we can apply this to walking down the street, martial arts, or anything really, yoga, tai chi. It's a powerful method of circulating the energies, for optimizing health and stability. So from this position, you can easily shift from side to side to defend, move away, and remain mobile. So that was the principle of Zen Buddhism walking, or walking in Zen Buddhism, applied to martial arts.